All right, getting ready to put the upper and lower control arms on. Everything laying out here. I'm just gonna Cleco this on for now, in case it gets in the way. This is that's a bolt over. Just a tabs on it. Just a dot.
Does this one only have one way of going, or how?
Now you can change the setting at the top of the head there.
With this one right here?
Yep.
Does this one only have one way of going, or how?
Now you can change the setting at the top of the head there.
With this one right here?
Yep. Holes do not line up. Makes it real loud.
I'm gonna whoop you.
Yeah, it's not lined up.
Right over all that. Hold on, hold on.
That's the thing.
This is not lined up.
It's off.
I can hear you. Settle.
Okay, I had to drill this out. This hole here did not line up with this one, so it wouldn't even go in there like this without the upper control arm. I mean the lower control arm in there. So got this one drilled out, knocked down some of the slag that was on there that would have worn out my neoprene bushings, and now I'm ready to get this thing back on. one ball joint in. This one here, right, you may not have to hold it. It's over 85. Alright, turn it off. Oh, let's see right there. Alright, go ahead. Oh, shit, way off. Lady. Let me back off a little bit. Too tight. Okay. Go.
Did I set that torque up right?
Yeah.
Was the torque right on that?
I think it was off just a little bit. Yeah, it's good enough. I have to wait before I tighten it up and get connected in here.
So that means I'll have to wait for the spring, right?
What's that?
I'll have to wait for the spring.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tighten the bottom up. Torque the bottom and the top one I won't torque because we don't have coil, so we'll just wait on that. Actually, you know what? We can put the wrapping pinion in here. Can you grab that lady finger? We'll put that in here, and then you can hold that while I torque it.
What drawer is that one?
Chisels. It's in the other. We're gonna leave the top loose because of well, we need more parts. So just leave this like this. Once we do your side, we're done with steering for now. Yeah, let me put it in there.
Hey.
It's 15 16 we need.
Yes.
15 16.
Hey. Look at me go.
Alright, so your torque's done. Now we gotta see how it's catching this rubber.
Yeah.
That's why you put the oil and the grease on there. Oh, it's right on now. Catch that thing I do. Alright, now we can.
How will you do that?
To make sure it doesn't back off, because it does. This is your wheels, front wheels. It's kind of important.
Slightly. Which is more important.
Yeah. All right, got lower control arms completely mounted, torqued. The spindle's on. The bottom nut, castle nut, is torqued. The top is just on there for now. I'm leaving that loose just because I'm going to put the rack in here. Probably put the rack in right away tonight. And then we don't have all of the parts for the coilovers. I have the Coney shock hardware, but I do not have a spring. So I got to wait for that to assemble those before I put them on. Another reason why I'm not putting all this together. So I just want to make it easier whenever I get the rest of the stuff. So also don't have the bolts to this steering arm. Factory 5 has to send me these bolts or some button heads that go in here to connect the steering, connect the rack. Tie rod ends go in here. But that's probably well, that's probably it for now. Put that rack in there.
What are you eating?
Looks like a 3/4. Here, take one of these so you can find out what size it is. Alright.
Alright, boom. What else I need from those? Would you prefer a socket or a wrench?
Socket and a wrench. Perfect. Straight down. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Put that one here for the. Okay. I'll bump the hammer right here. Tap the hammer now. Alright, that's good. You're gonna have to take it back out a little bit so I can get the nut on there. But
Yeah.
take a look at that. Make sure it doesn't take a washer.
Leave it!
What are you eating?
Move!
Eating the freaking nuts?
No, Elsa kicked it over there to move. Move! What the fuck?
Alright, thank you. Start doing some work on the old rear end here. I'm gonna pull these pieces off, take that off. I do believe I have to cut this off too, but for right now I'm just gonna work on cleaning it. I got my wire brushes out. I'm gonna have to use a needle scaler on this to get most of that stuff off. Otherwise, after I paint it, it's just gonna chip off. I mangled this bushing, the upper control arm bushing. I mangled it up, trying to get it off with the wrong tool. I was using a ball joint removal tool, which that's the right tool, it's just I got the wrong pieces. So I gotta go get some adapters for that so I can get that out. But this is a quad shock setup for the Mustang. So quad shocks got one shock going this way and one shock going up and down like that. So this part here is going to be probably taken off completely. I'll once I get this brake cover off, get the axle out and the wheel cylinder out, I'll take this off and I can get in there and use my cutting wheel and cut that off, get this bracket all the way off. But that's where I'm at right now. Got the axles out. Got the 4 lug axles here. I'll replace those. I gotta tear this off, or take it off. Take the dust covers off, drum brake dust covers off, and take the differential unit out. Get it ready for rebuild. Scrub it down now. It has a couple spots of grease. That little nub right there is grease. And then there's another one down in here. And then you can see that one there. That's got to come off in order to paint it. Otherwise it'll start peeling. The paint won't sit there. It'll just kind of come out. So it's covered with diesel fuel, transmission fluid, and I can't think of the other crap we're using. But that's what's working on it right now. It's slowly coming off. Just about got it all off though. Vinegar. We got vinegar in there too. Alright, so now we're sandblasting it. Got quite a bit along here around the diff itself. The tubes really need more. It's getting dark now. It's getting a lot cleaner. Sandblasting it bare, so it's quite invigorating. Freaking thing's getting me all the way back here. It's not done yet, but it looks a lot better. Got all up inside here, inside this area here. Been using these bits. I'm just wiping it all out right now. Not finished cleaning or anything. Big bore brush. Well, here's the Ford 8.8 rear end so far. Slowly cleaning it up. Gonna put a paint job on it. I got all my stuff here for it. Got my fixing modifier. Got a diff cover with a girdle. There's my diff. And 355 gears there. And the bearings and everything there. There's my axles right down there. And my axle bearings and seals. So right here's the whole rear end. This is the bell housing. Don't go there, it's just sitting there for now. Just sprayed it down with some engine degreaser, not even a full can. Most of what's coming off here, there's a little bit of grease, but most of what's coming off here is rust. But either way, it's really looking good. Once I dry it up, it'll look a whole lot better. I'm trying to keep it out of the center. I'll use brake clean on that later on. But yeah, it's looking pretty good.
You didn't know I was there? Wow.
It's all stripped down. I gotta take that little bit of surface rust off before I paint it. But she's bare metal, ready to be painted. And then here's all that I have of the engine, which is basically everything except the block. Every freaking part is here. This is that part I ordered that took forever to get in. That goes directly to this. That's it. And now I wait. This is it. It's all clumped at the bottom. I definitely like the color. A little bit more. You thought it was a tack lock. It's funny. This is the second coat, and it has been on here for 38 minutes now. Still glossy as hell. Of course, I didn't put nothing on the floor, so jacked my floor up. I love the way this Eastwood paint lays down, man. Not one run. Even when I got into these nooks and crannies. tomorrow night when it dries, or when the 2 coats are dry here, I'm gonna flip it over, bring it down to that level, and then paint. Probably go over this one more time on this side, which I know I got that good, but and then get the rest of that out of there. But for the most part, she's completely coated and coated thick. 2 coats, 20 minutes in between. These are those 2 guns I got. This gun is the newer one. This is the older one. They're the same part numbers, but I see why this one here is better. It's newer. They changed a few things. This one here, I had to do some cleaning of threads and a bunch of other stuff, but these guns are very easy to use. This is your paint flow from the hopper. This is your fan angle. This spreads it out, thins it out, and then this is the air, how much air comes in. But I just use this, and it works a whole lot better as far as getting the right amount of air. 8 psi is all this thing puts out. It works great. Yeah, I couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. Of course, it's not dry yet. We'll see how things go. Been sitting for 20 hours. That's like glass. Still shiny. Very glossy. It turned out really good.